Hi, I'm Rosh from Energy Matters. Welcome to our podcast, Road to Zero, where we dive headfirst into all things renewable. Join us as we chat with industry experts, tech specialists, and some of your favorite TV and radio personalities asking the renewable energy questions you want answers to. In today's episode, we're absolutely thrilled to be joined by Brooks Richard, Managing Director for FOX ESS. Hello, Brooks. How are we this morning?
Hi, Raj. Good to meet you. Very good.
Likewise. You're in China this morning, aren't you?
Yeah, I just flew back from Melbourne to China. So I'm actually at the office today, and it's really great to have you inviting me to be on this podcast.
You're very, very welcome. How's the jet lag? Do you get jet lag anymore, or are you just used to, flying backwards and forwards?
Well, for me, I'm just flying back and forth, so it's very much normal for me. So
yeah. It's like one big time zone now. There's no difference whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I completely understand, Brooks. I mean, I don't fly as much as you do. I'm primarily domestic, to be honest. I am going to China though, very soon. So I'm very excited to go there. And and in fact, by the time this podcast goes to air, I would have been in China visiting a whole bunch of manufacturing facilities over there. So I'm so excited to get out there.
Yeah, we would like to invite you to come to our factory. It's in Wenzhou. And we also have an office in Shanghai. It's for our shareholder, Xinjiang Group. Really hope to invite you guys to come to visit us.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate the offer, and I'll take you up on it for sure, Brooks. And certainly the official shareholder group. And I know you've got some really impressive shareholders in your group as well. I dare say it'll be one of the best lunches I ever have. So I certainly would like to come and visit. But Brooks, before we talk a little bit more about FOX ESS, I know my audience really likes to understand a little bit more about the people behind the brand. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like your career to date, and obviously what led you to FOX ESS?
Okay, so my name is Brooks. Good to meet everyone. So I joined FOX since 2021 at the end of the year. So when I first joined FOX, I was working on the Indian market and also Pakistan market and also Middle East. Then from last year, October, I have joined into the Australia market. So that's pretty much about me. So because FOX ESS are founded since 2019, for me, my role in the company is about over 4 years now.
That's amazing. I mean, what had you join FOX? I mean, what was the appeal to join them as a company?
Because previously I was working in the panel manufacturer, and then it was a great opportunity. I think I should be part of a great company, like integrating the whole renewable energy, like for the battery and also the inverter, and also the background of FOX ESS. And also the most interesting part is my first mentor, my CEO, back in the panel company, he has a personal connection and with the CEO of FOX ESS. So he linked me up. So that's how I joined FOX ESS.
So you can certainly tell straight away from that comment that obviously you don't burn bridges. So for your former employee to actually, former employer to then refer you to your new employer shows clearly, Brooks, you're very good at what you do, and certainly a credit to your organization. So, that's amazing. Well, you certainly have picked the right, part of the renewable energy industry to get involved in, because obviously battery storage is going through the roof. The cheaper home battery program is absolutely, opened up this industry completely, especially here definitely here in Australia, and certainly with the amount of product that we require from China and from the likes of FOX ESS to obviously supply that to our residential and commercial customers. So a little bit more about, FOX ESS as a brand. Can you we know they do batteries and inverters. Can you tell me a little bit more about them?
So about FOX ESS, we're integrating all these the group resources into the renewable energy. Like we have 5 R&D center. One is in Wuxi, that is for the residential system, which this is where I'm currently at the office. So one is at Shanghai, that is for the commercial inverter. And also this is something we're gonna be launching in Australia as well for next year. And we also have the EV charging R&D, which is based in Wuhan. And the most amazing part is in Wenzhou, our production line. At the moment, we have around 11 gigawatt, but at the end of this year, we have another additional 50 gigawatt, which by the end of this year is going to be like a 61 gigawatt production line.
Wow.
Yeah. And also we have a dedicated our special BMS team. So at the moment for the cheaper home program and also our product is going very smoothly. And this really gives the credit to our R&D based in Shenzhen. We have around 100 people only for the BMS. So this is pretty well. Yeah.
It's sorry, I was going to say it's amazing how you've invested so much in research and development, because it really shows how important, you know, having the very latest and cutting edge technology, how important that is to you.
Yes, yes. And also for us at the beginning, we are focusing a lot in Europe. So at the moment, we are already a top one brand in UK and also in Germany for residential.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how does the Australian market compare? I mean, we're such a small country. Well, we're a very large country, but we're such a small population compared to obviously, you know, those in Europe. I mean, would you say Australia is now starting to sort of, you know, push up in the eyes of FOX ESS in terms of a big place to a big potential supply of technology?
I have to say the Australian market is booming. Is the largest residential storage market nowadays because of the cheaper home program, which is done by the government, which this goes to credit the people. And it is also very good that the market is picking up since July 1st. And as you know, the installation per month, I think if I remember correctly, back in August, there's around 24,000 systems installed. So it is very large.
Yeah, I mean, when you say it like that, it's incredible. And pat on the back for Chris Bowen, well done, Labour government minister for climate change. I mean, you know, I don't normally get political on. We have no political persuasion. Energy matters, but I must say, you know, hats off to the Labour government, because that is an absolute game changer, and really has made such a massive difference. So let's go on to All Energy, Brooks, because I'm super excited about All Energy. It's going to be absolutely incredible this year. I go every single year. I love the event. It's absolutely amazing. It's, you know, the biggest collaboration of, you know, of exhibitors, of speakers. You know, there's just, and so many people from around the country in our industry obviously come to this singular event. And so it's a really good, you know, fun time as well. Can you tell me a little bit more about the products you'll be showcasing at All Energy this year?
So for the product which we're going to be showcasing is the current product, which is CEC approved. We also have the upcoming product, which we're going to be display at our booth. So for the inverter side, so we have the H1G2 from 5 up to 6. This is the single phase. And also for the large single phase, we have around 7 up to 10. This is the KH series. And also for the 3-phase, we have around from H3 Smart. This is something we're using very stable product a lot in Europe, and from 5 up to 15. And the most amazing part is our battery is the EQ 48000. Which for one stack, for one tower, is only about 1.3 meter high.
Wow.
Yes, it's high energy meter and storage, so high capacity.
Is that a stackable system?
Yeah, a stackable solution, a stackable battery. For one stack is 1.3 meter high and 42 kilowatt hour.
Oh, 42. Wow, that's amazing. So 42 kilowatt hours and just 1.3 meters. That's amazing. That's actually very impressive.
So that's the reason why at the beginning I say I would like to give all the credit to our R&D team. Yeah.
Oh, look, completely. And I think what you're hitting there as well is in terms of design aesthetic is something that's really, really important to a lot of homeowners and consumers. I mean, look, if you've got your batteries outside, you're not too concerned. But what we're seeing more and more is the actual batteries that are being installed in the garage. And although it's even in the garage, I mean, the garage is where you want to store stuff, right? So you want to have as limited space being taken up by other things as possible. So managing to combine that higher kilowatt hour of storage in such a small surface area, and certainly a surface, small wall area as well, is absolutely super impressive.
Yes,
Do you find? Are you finding? What would you? And I'm going to throw a quick curly question. Don't put you on the spot. But what do you say for the average homeowner? I mean, how many sort of battery kilowatt hours do you reckon they need for battery storage? I know what I've done, which is silly. But what would you say?
To be honest, I think the 42 kilowatt hour is a good solution because automatically the warranty just extended because you have more capacity. And as for our manufacturer giving to the industry is 10 years. But if you're using 42 kilowatt hour, so your warranty automatically extended because the cycle life which you're using is more. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so true. I mean, I've got 38.4 kilowatt hours in my home, and I'm looking to probably add more. And look, and I think the obvious thing there, and we'll talk about the cheaper home batteries program now, more shortly, is that you only get the rebate once. So the best call is it's not about what do you need today. It's about thinking for the next 5, 10, 15 years. And really sizing up according to forecasting. And the thing that I want to sort of really make clear to consumers is that although there's limitations on how much electricity you can export back to the grid with your solar system, that's kind of why you want a large battery, so you can store it in your battery, charge your home at morning and night time, blackout protection, charge your EV, but then you can export it, through different retailers and benefit from different export programs like VPPs. So there's so many solutions to actually monetize your technology now, which never really existed before. So it's amazing. I mean, Brooks, what are you most looking forward to about All Energy this year? If I was to ask you for your top 3 things that you're looking forward to, what would they be?
Well, for the top one, I would like to meet as many people as possible for all the consumer, and I wanted to hear, like when they're using their battery system, how do they feel? And also when they're using like a 42 or maybe 50 kilowatt hour system, how would they feel about the system runs up? And also for the second thing is we're launching something very secret product and All Energy because we're coming up with the pipeline, the product roadmap for next year, which is the all-in-one stackable, which it can also goes up to around 50 kilowatt hour, the all-in-one system. That's for the residential. And we also have the commercial product, which is coming in as well.
There you go, guys. An Energy Matters exclusive. You heard it here first. There's going to be a new product exhibiting at All Energy this year from FOX ESS. So if you weren't already going to go to All Energy this year, now you have to, because you want to get first peek at this new product. Brooks, I just want to ask you a couple of quick questions on the Cheaper Homes program before we finish up. I mean, how do you find the program has gone so far? I mean, it's a huge undertaking. They built it up for a couple of months, which, put a little bit of pressure on installers, to be fair. But at the same token, the goal was to inspire and help the end user, the consumer. And certainly the consumers have just jumped out the gates and are getting installations. But in your opinion, how's it all playing out so far? Do you reckon it's going well?
I think things are going quite smooth because for the installer, that is also picking up their jobs. And also this is also good for the end user because you have more batteries and more capacity to do the self-consumption or VPP and anything. you are eventually building up your own house for the storage. And I think this is a very good move from the government, and this is also good for all the end user. Yeah.
No, absolutely. And what advice would you give to any installers and retailers out there? I mean, who are basically saying, look, their biggest problem at the moment is trying to get hold of supply. So not necessarily about your product, but I know across all the different types of products that they've used in the past, they're being told, sorry, there's a delay of maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months, before we can actually fulfill any sort of major orders for you. I mean, how are things with FOX ESS? Are their warehouses full of product? Are they coming fast and furious over here?
Well, actually, for us, once our product landed in our warehouse, the next day is gone.
There you go. Yeah, no, fair cool.
That is the thing, because for the supply chain of China, it will be picking up very soon. So I think things should be smooth, because the supply chain thing I'm talking about the whole industry should be smooth soon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And look, the reality is, for any consumers out there, listening or watching, and you've ordered a battery through your retailer, you've obviously heard feedback to say, look, I'm sorry, it's going to be a delay, a month or 2 months. The reason isn't the retailer. That the installer retailer's done nothing wrong. The reality is there's just such a huge, unprecedented demand. Literally, it's not that retailer's fault, because the distribution, the distributors here in Australia have lots and lots of installers they have to supply product to, and there's it's a long trip by boat to get the products over here, so it does take time. The good news is the Cheaper Homes Batteries program is scheduled to run for 5 years. Whether or not it'll last that long, I don't know. So obviously we always urge everyone to get your order in ASAP. Jump on our website, check out the latest and greatest technology, including reading up on FOX, which will have some content on our website. If not already, we will have very soon. And then do your research, and then certainly chat to retailers and installers, get some quotes, and hopefully you can have FOX ESS's latest battery storage solution taking up only 1.3 meters high in your garage very, very soon, powering everything. Brooks, is there anything you'd like to leave us with? Any final bits of knowledge, anything advertorial you just want to spruik about your business? Feel free to.
Yeah, I forgot to mention the one last thing for the service support. And also we provide the training for the installer and for everyone. Our headquarters in Australia is based in Melbourne. We have in Melbourne locally 8 people only for the hotline service. And for each major city, like in Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, these 5 major cities. For each cities, we have around 3 to 4 on-site service person with 2 servicemen. So for the service part, this is something we're very keen, and we provide training to the installers and also the retailers. And also, thank you so much for inviting me on this podcast to explain about FOX ESS and also tell our story, the voice to the industry.
No, you're very, very welcome, Brooks. It's been a pleasure having you on today, and I'm definitely going to take your invitation to visit, both your head office as well as your manufacturing facilities. We'll be back in China. We're going, obviously, I think we've already been by the time this podcast goes to air, but we're going again in March next year. So let's see if we can tee something up. So I'd love to film it and show all the Australians via one of our TV shows in all its glory. So, it'll be amazing. But thank you once again. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, pleasure meeting you. Maybe the next time we can do a FOX ESS tour, like during the podcast.
Absolutely. I'll be happy for you to walk around actually and just show me what we're doing and where we are. So that'd be amazing. That's almost the next best thing. So
yes.
And you're the managing director, so you'll be able to make it happen. Good work. All right. Thanks, Brooks. Good. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Great.
All right, guys. So there you go. You heard it here first. So there's going to be a new product coming out at All Energy this year. You want to be there. You want to check it out. It is an industry event. So installs, retailers, anyone involved in the industry. And look, if you're not in the industry, come on anyway. But it's something not to be missed. For anyone out there, if you're not if you haven't yet got solar power installed on your roof, or you have got solar panels in an older inverter, but you haven't got battery storage, you definitely want to get some quotes now. Yes, as I said, there may be some delays in terms of from order to actually fulfillment, but the retailers and the stores are doing their very best. They're well supported by distribution here in Australia, who are fantastic. And certainly you've got amazing manufacturers like FOX ESS, who have got some incredible technology and are rapidly getting it deployed into Australia. So jump onto our website. You can get yourself a quote. It doesn't cost anything to get a quote. ngmatters.com.au/free solar quotes. And please feel free to follow us on all of our social media channels, and especially subscribe to our YouTube to see more amazing videos like this one and podcasts. All right, take care, guys. Lovely to see you all, and look forward to seeing you next time.